Hey guys, Jeremy with Undead Cafe. Just going to show you guys a little bit about what I do or how I do it. Starting with my workstation. Like I said, I take everything to work with me. I don't really do a job that requires me to actually do anything, with my hands or file paperwork or anything. So I get to do zombies at work. Yeah, so this is what I do it in. It's an attaché case, rubber band, useless, dog. Anyways, yeah, so it's an attaché case. It has pretty much everything I need. I've got a cutting board right here. I usually break that up. Pay no mind to these little slivers of metal. I use those for random little things here and there. And I have an idea that I'm working on that hopefully will make brickwork a lot easier in the future. Anyways, goop, it's just glue. Square goes with that ruler right there, so you can get some square edges. Rubik's Cube, tiny one. Wire, 2 cases of flock. I think this is lighter, this one's darker. I've got a bunch of towels, and I use a tile. Swimming in Mountain Dew actually suggested this one. It's a pretty good idea, but I didn't take that idea from him. I took this one. This is, he gave a tutorial on how to make a wet palette. It doesn't have any paper in it, but it does have the sponges, and it is moist. It works perfectly. It's really nice. These are the bottoms of soda cans, and soda bottles. Should organize. Anyways, what I do is I just cut them off with an X-Acto knife. I know. Don't yell at me. I use a dull blade already. So, anyways, yeah. So I just bend in the edges so that it's nice and smooth. You could run your thumb along it and not slice yourself open. And then you have a really nice mixing dish, and you can kind of just stack them up. Let's see, little tripod for the camera. Here's just a bin of stuff, cork to work on stuff with, and the water cup that I use. There's a lot of other debris down in there. It's useless. Here's some debris things. We'll go over what I'm doing with all that later. It's just, like little stuff. Some sand and dirt that I've sifted down using Kamloopian's method. Some other little knickknacks, basically a bins box, or a bits box, as what you guys call it. This is the game. Well, it's most of the game. It's the cards and the squares, the tiles for the actual game, along with the dice and whatnot. Let's see. Put this up. Tape measure, useful when doing things longer than a foot. This is basically what I work with here. It is some tacky putty that you can get like at Target or wherever, and I just kind of laid a strip up there and just put my paintbrushes on it, and I use coffee straws as little caps for these things to make sure that they're kind of protected, because I do basically pack it up essentially on a daily basis and get going. X-Acto, tweezers. Here's my glue setup. What I did was basically use a skewer and some dowel rod, a rubber band, and some more dowel rod. And I took some wire, that wire right there, and looped it around, twisted it, and made a little sort of tail that it can just hook on there with. And the rubber bands to keep it in place, because if you don't, they just fall out and they just come unhooked if the thing does anything. Let's see, I've got sandpaper in here, but not for what you're thinking. I use sandpaper to do my concrete because the game is pretty much almost exclusively in the city. I mean, there are some rural, I hate that word, rural applications, and there's a game system with dogs, and I have that one, and I've played it. It's awesome. It actually has some really cool options, but for the most part, the game's on concrete. So this is sandpaper for concrete. It's about 120 grit. You can get finer grits if you want to. But what's really useful about it is that you can just cut it into strips or cut it into whatever shape you need, and suddenly you have the concrete there. You paint on top of it, you do a little dry brushing, and suddenly there it is. Again, you can get finer grit if you think this is a little too rough. I think it's good because it shows up. Anything finer kind of starts to blend together once you put paint on top of it. There's a little paint spot from me testing. I use a little construction paper to put on the bottom of the zombies, or I guess in your case, your minis. And it kind of helps it just helps, one, the look, and two, it helps the set of it. When you set it down, it won't stick to anything. Sometimes there's glue on the bottom of things if you prime them in certain ways. Hang on, let me see if I can put on the tripod here. Let's see. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Let me just set it up here. Here we go. So, yeah. And all I do is just pack everything up again at the end of my work day. Stack it all back in here. Away. And put that tin back on top. Oh, yeah, this. This is actually probably one of the most important tools you're going to own if you do this. I was not at all convinced that this was going to be like what I would stick with. I was very much an X-Acto person. I used this pretty much to do half of the things that I've done already. And it turned out that, honestly, I just didn't think you'd get the control, but you get all the control and more versatility because you can bring it out and do everything. I mean, I know everybody that's on YouTube basically uses this, so I figured give it a shot. It was $2 at a local art store, so that's what I did. Yeah, so this is my briefcase. Oh, most of my filing that I do with basically just a Leatherman. And here's the file. It's got a smooth side, a rough side. It's got other things that I've used it for with this, but that's the most useful, that and the pliers. When I'm done, I basically just close it up and take it away. It's actually really nice to have that kind of versatility because you can just kind of tote it around your house and there's all your stuff right there. You don't have like a desktop full of debris and everything. You can kind of do it right on your kitchen counter or your dining room table or your lap in the bedroom. Just depending on whether or not you guys are thinking, well, I'd like to get into this, but it's impractical because I don't think I can. I don't have the room, yada yada. This works. I say yada yada a lot, evidently. Anyways, yeah, that's me. That's what I do. I'll try to post some more. You guys have fun. I'll see you later.